Hello friends, this is Raj and I would like to just follow up on the last video that I posted, which was regarding the job situation and the crappy job market that is here in Toronto particularly and in the whole of Canada. In the last few weeks and months, what has come is that 18% of Canadians are going to the food bank, which has increased 2 years before where the food bank usage was at 10%, which was already at a very high level. Now we are seeing people who are working more than one jobs, working a full-time job and doing gig work, and yet they are not able to pay the average rent for one bedroom apartment in Toronto, which is around about $2,400, and in Vancouver is even higher, around about $2,800. And the job market still remains very, very bad. You see young people who have graduated from university and they are not able to get jobs in their profession, and they are going and applying at Tim Hortons and the coffee shops and of course the gig work like deliveries, which is really a temporary fix. So what is the solution for all this? People have invested a lot of students have invested a lot of their own time, money and effort, and also taken out huge loans, student loans, to pay for this education, and yet there is no way for them to pay this back. And interest rate, the Canadian bank interest rate has been coming down in the last 2-3 drops, which from 5% it has come down to 3.75% as recently as this week. But grocery prices have not come down. The rents may come down a little bit, but that remains to be seen because people are still locked into their yearly or month-to-month rental situation, whatever their situation is. So who knows if they're going to get a break on their rents or not. The Ford government has announced a $200 sort of a rebate or a check to be issued next year, sometime in the beginning of next year, to everybody who has filed taxes. But what is $200 in the whole scheme of where people have to spend thousands of dollars to survive on a monthly basis? So the interest rate, it is now at 3.75%, down from 5%, but yet it is still not making any dents in the prices that I see around. And I do shop pretty much every day, grocery shopping, or every other day, and get some food to eat, and I don't see any changes on those prices. So what is the solution? And in the meantime, you see in the news all this big news about AI coming into the picture and taking away jobs of even the skilled professionals. So I do not know what is going on, but when I was back in the days when I was in university, I did not have to worry about all these things. Jobs were readily available. There are room rents. You could share a room for $400-$500 US, even as low as $300 US when I was in Flushing, Queens, doing my studies in finance and accounting degree from Queens College, New York. Or even though I could later on was able to afford a used car, but even the transportation system was quite okay, and I could manage with just the bus service over there and go back and forth from my college back to my place where I lived. So what is the solution now? The rents have gone up. I believe even in New York the rents are quite high, and here the people are gathering together and renting out like a place. I saw that also that 23 people joined together and I started living in like a community style. They just rented a one big place, and they all sharing that place and sharing the rent, so they can afford to live in New York or Brooklyn, I believe, the location of that particular news clip that I saw. But it is very scary, and right now thankfully I am retired and I'm not looking for a job or going through that much of a hardship, although I do have to penny pinch and look for sale items and things like that, and maybe go to 2-3 different grocery stores which are all located close by where I live in downtown Toronto, and I can go to and see what is on sale and just buy those items instead of buying something more expensive. These are all varying factors, and the pensions that are going to be available when I hit 65, and thinks 65 is the right now the age, but I've seen some that may have passed, or I'm not sure what is going on, but that they're planning to change the pension collecting age to 67 in Canada, which is another very worrying thing for including myself. So this all is all worrying, and I do not know how the young generation will do, as it's difficult to even pay for the day-to-day items. How are people going to be able to save for their retirement, or even buy a place, buy a house, or buy an apartment, condo? All these places are quite out of reach of most people now. That is also another worrying factor that I see. Right now, I live a very simple life. I just go to the gym on a daily basis, 7 days a week. I go to the gym, and the gym is 3 minutes away from my location where I live, and it is quite good. It serves the purpose. In the daytime, I just walk around and just in the downtown Toronto area and just go to places to get the groceries or whatever I need to buy, and just come back home. And I'm making these YouTube videos, and my travel part is I am planning to go to places in the month of January, February, but that will all depend if I can come up with the finances to afford that. So we'll see about that. But anyway, I want to end this video with my best wishes to people of Indian origin who are celebrating Diwali. And I got my lighted diya here to bring me good luck and good times ahead. So I want to wish that to everybody, including non-Indians, a very happy Diwali, which is today, 31st of October 2024. I have a prosperous coming days, and at the same time, I know this it's also Halloween. So happy Halloween to people who will be going out and trick-and-treating and wearing those nice costumes that everybody, including myself, loves to see. Okay, thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching.